Howdy, Dan Sullivan here, a certified financial planner with Sullivan Financial Solutions. Like we always say, retirement is kind of like hiking through the wilderness. Today, we're going to look at which trail to take with your 401k. Should you roll it over into an IRA? Should you keep it right where it is? Or should you cash it out? Don't cash it out. So on the surface, rolling everything into one nice, tidy account sounds nice and simple and easy. But before you make that move, we're going to give you 5 questions to ask yourself or to go through with your advisor. Question number 1, are you under 59 and a half, and could a rollover trigger a penalty? If you're not yet 59 and a half, pulling money out of a retirement plan is going to trigger a 10% early withdrawal penalty. All right? But here's the kicker. There are some exceptions for 401ks that don't apply to IRAs. So here's an example. The age 55 rule, means that between 55 and 59 and a half, if you have a 401k from your most recent employer and you've retired, you can actually take those withdrawals. If you roll over to an IRA, now you have to wait until 59 and a half to take those withdrawals without the 10% penalty. So before you roll over, just double check what exceptions apply to you and whether the rollover is going to help or hurt. Now, I will say sometimes rolling over to an IRA gives you unique benefits you don't have in a 401k. One example is the first-time homebuyer exemption. Okay, first-time homebuyers can take a withdrawal out of their IRA without the 10% penalty, typically. Question 2, do you own stock in your 401k? So if you've got company stock sitting in your 401k, you don't want to rush to the rollover. You might qualify for a special tax advantage or tax break called NUA. That's the net unrealized appreciation. Basically allows you to make withdrawals at the capital gains tax rate rather than the ordinary income tax rate. Usually cap gains tax is going to be better than ordinary income, so you don't want to miss out on that opportunity. Question 3, do you want to delay your required minimum distributions, commonly known as RMDs, when the government makes you take money out of a tax-deferred account so that they can now tax you on the withdrawals? But if you are of the required minimum distribution age and the government's telling you have to take money out, you don't have to take it out, typically out of a 401k if it's from an employer where you still work. So if you want to delay your RMDs, that could be one way to do it. You'll have to check with your plan, see what's allowed, ask questions before rolling over, but it could make a real difference in your long-term strategy. Question 4, how is your creditor protection? All right, so 401ks, they're bulletproof when it comes to keeping your money safe from creditors and from bankruptcy. Now, IRAs, they offer protection too, but the rules are more complicated and vary from state to state. So if you're concerned about lawsuits or bankruptcy, you're going to want to review your state's IRA protection and consider talking to an attorney. But you don't want to just assume that IRAs have the same guardrails as 401ks do. Question 5, have you compared the fees and the investment options? Some 401k plans have super low fees, access to institutional funds. You can get advice for free. And IRAs, on the other hand, can have higher fees. They can have commissions, advisory charges. Okay, but the opposite could be true as well, where 401ks have all those higher fees and IRAs can be more cost effective than your 401k plan. Okay, but the point is you just need to make sure you're comparing the fees and the investment options. Okay, now IRAs are always going to have more investment options than 401ks. So if you want to work closely with an advisor and you want to diversify your investments, then the freedom's often going to be worth it. So the bottom line, you've got to run the numbers, you've got to compare the features, just make sure you're not paying more than you need to. So in summary, rolling over your 401k might be the right move, or it might cost you more than you realize. You've got to ask the right questions. You got to crunch the numbers. Don't be afraid to get advice. Your retirement is too important for guesswork. And as always, whether you're approaching the retirement wilderness or already feeling a little bit lost in it, I'm here to guide you. Just reach out to our office today by calling 918-764-8383. We'll make sure to keep you on the right path for a healthy and happy retirement.